Hi, I'm Futurist Jim Carroll, and for over 25 years, I've been speaking on some of the largest stages around the world. I was in Las Vegas, and they actually built me the bridge of the Enterprise for one particular presentation. But now, obviously, our world has changed. Hey, how's that Zoom thing going for you with your virtual meetings? You notice how bad it is and how many speakers there are that are literally just zooming it in. They're showing up and they're doing some sort of talking head thing, and look, people are getting bored and it's not working. You need to do something different. And that's why since this crisis began, I started investing in building this home broadcast studio with a lot of sophisticated capabilities and forcing myself to go live and forcing myself to, quote, get on stage in this small restricted space to figure out how to bring my insight of 25 years to audiences around the world. And I think I figured it out. If you're looking for a virtual speaker, think about what really matters, and that's experience. Over 25 years, I've had organizations like the PGA of America, NASA has had me in twice to speak to a room full of astronauts. The Walt Disney Organization, one of the most creative organizations on the planet, they had me in for a talk about creativity and innovation. So let's talk about what's involved. Number one, content is still king. It doesn't matter what you are trying to accomplish. What we need to focus on is the issues that you are worried about, the content that we need to get on the table, what we need your leadership team thinking about in terms of trends, about the future, about innovative ideas and creativity and how to get there. And that's what I've become known for in the industry. You're getting experience if you are picking the right person. The key thing is that we need a means to reach people because we know that these typical webinars are not working. And so that's why I've forced myself to go live. I've gone into a number of situations where I'm really working with the technology because we know, look, people don't have attention spans. There was actually a study that said the typical goldfish today has a longer attention span than a human. The participants in your online meeting, they're only a web click away from going somewhere else. So we need to engage them in new and different ways. And that's why this interactive multimedia format capability that I've put in place with my home broadcast studio, I think is providing such a compelling story. So let's talk about some of the elements I can bring into your event. Number one, in the old world, I used to do a lot of on-stage interactive discussion panels after my keynote, and I can certainly do that in this new world because what I can do is I can bring in a series of Skype guests, panelists, for a part of the discussion in which we are focused on the trends and the future. We can certainly do a lot of Q&A. We can certainly build a lot of breaks into the presentation and have a whole variety of methodologies to bring in questions from those who are watching, from those who are participating, because they need to be a part of this interactive leadership event in this new and complicated world. So Q&A can certainly be a part of it. In the old world, I did a lot of text message polling on stage where people would use their cell phones to respond to questions, respond to issues, and we would use that as a means of drawing them into the event. Well, I can incorporate that into my talks as well today in terms of having the same capabilities. And look, I mean, if PowerPoint is your thing, we can do PowerPoint. I can bring in a PowerPoint deck and I can walk through the deck step by step, slide by slide with a little picture-in-picture thing that is happening here to keep them engaged. The key point is we can do it all. But wait, there's more. In the old world, I did a lot of very customized event videos for my clients. So if I was going into an agricultural conference, I would film a very customized agricultural video that took a look at the issues that people in the room needed to think about when it came to the conference. We can do the same thing. I can film you a customized video presentation that will go hand in hand with the virtual event to get across to folks what it is that matters and what they need to be thinking about. The thing is, we can do it all. We can do it all here in my green screen home studio because I've developed the capabilities. I've invested well over 1,000 hours into discovering what it takes to truly make a virtual event work. And what I would like to do is I would like to invite you into my home studio so that you don't have to deal with the horror of these online webinars as they currently exist, because you know, and I know, they aren't working. We need to do things in a different way. So this behind me here is my canvas of creativity. I've got the tools, I've got capabilities, I've got the motivation, I've got the insight, I've got 25 years of stage experience that I can bring to your event to inspire your people to align themselves to a world in which the future belongs to those who are fast. Check me out, give me a call, and let me bring you in for a tour of my home green screen studio to show you what's actually possible.